A city built on a desert that shouldn't exist. Millions living on active earthquake faults that could rip apart at any moment. And a sprawling urban empire that literally moved an entire river to survive. Welcome to Los Angeles, where nature said no, but humans said watch me. So get ready, because we're about to hit you with 30 wild facts about Los Angeles. Fact 30. Los Angeles gets less annual rainfall than Jerusalem. This metropolis of 13 million people sits in a semi-arid desert. Without massive water engineering, LA would be a ghost town. The city survives by draining rivers hundreds of miles away, like a giant vampire feeding on distant water sources. Fact 29. The city moves north at 1.8 inches per year. LA sits on the Pacific Plate, while the rest of California rides the North American Plate. In 15 million years, Los Angeles will be neighbors with San Francisco. The entire city is slowly drifting up the coast like a massive geological ship. Fact 28. LA has oil derricks disguised as buildings in the middle of neighborhoods. Drive through Beverly Hills and you'll pass Tower 32, a fake apartment building that's actually pumping oil. The city camouflaged 50-plus drilling sites to look like office buildings, lighthouses, and even synagogues. Black gold flows beneath mansions worth $50 million. Fact 27. There's a secret river flowing under the city you've never seen. The Los Angeles River was paved over with concrete in 1938 after floods killed 115 people. Now it's a 51-mile concrete scar cutting through the city. But during rainstorms, this dead river becomes a raging torrent powerful enough to carry cars away. Fact 26. LA is sinking at 0.4 inches per year from groundwater extraction. Parts of Long Beach have dropped 29 feet since 1900. The city is literally collapsing into itself, creating bowls that collect floodwater. Engineers had to inject billions of gallons back underground just to stop buildings from cracking in half. Fact 25. The Hollywood sign was originally a real estate advertisement. In 1923, it read Hollywood Land and was meant to last 18 months. Each letter stands 45 feet tall and weighs 450,000 pounds. The sign that became an icon was just temporary marketing for luxury homes. Fact 24. LA County contains 75 miles of coastline, but also snow-capped mountains. You can surf in Malibu in the morning and ski on Mount Baldy in the afternoon. Both activities can happen on the same 70-degree day. Few places on Earth pack this much geographic diversity into 4,000 square miles. Fact 23. The city was founded on a precise surveyor's error. In 1781, Spanish settlers chose this location thinking they'd found reliable water, but they miscalculated the Los Angeles River's flow by 90%. The river they depended on was actually a seasonal creek. LA shouldn't have survived its first decade. Fact 22. There are over 50 discrete mountain ranges within LA County. The city isn't flat. It's a crumpled landscape of peaks, canyons, and valleys. The San Gabriel Mountains rise 10,000 feet just 30 miles from downtown. LA is basically built in the wrinkles of colliding tectonic plates. Fact 21. Downtown LA sits on compressed Ice Age sediment 30,000 feet deep. Beneath the skyscrapers is an ancient basin filled with sand, gravel, and prehistoric debris. Dinosaur fossils? No. But saber-toothed cats and mammoths roamed here 40,000 years ago. Their bones still emerge during construction projects. Fact 20. The city experiences urban heat island effect so extreme it creates its own weather. LA can be 27 degrees hotter than surrounding areas at night. All that concrete and asphalt absorbs sunlight and radiates heat for hours. The city literally bakes itself, making wildfires more likely and air quality worse. Fact 19. LA's famous smog isn't just pollution, it's trapped by mountains. The city sits in a natural bowl surrounded by peaks that lock in air. When temperature inversions occur, pollution has nowhere to go. It just sits there like dirty bathwater that won't drain. Geography made LA's air quality crisis inevitable. Fact 18. There's a neighborhood where houses slide down the hill every few years. The Portuguese Bend landslide in Palos Verdes has been moving since 1956. Homes crack apart, roads buckle, and entire streets warp like melted plastic. Residents just accept it, living on a landscape that refuses to stay still. Fact 16. The Los Angeles Aqueduct is so important, people have bombed it.
In the 1920s, Owens Valley farmers dynamited the pipeline 17 times to protest LA stealing their water. The city literally drained an entire valley 200 miles away to survive, a geographic heist so brazen it inspired the movie Chinatown. Fact 15. LA sits on the Ring of Fire with over 300 mapped fault lines. The San Andreas Fault could produce a magnitude 8.3 earthquake any day. The big one would cause $200 billion in damage and kill thousands. Yet 13 million people live here anyway, gambling against geology every single day. Fact 14. The La Brea tar pits have been trapping animals for 40,000 years. Beneath Hancock Park, crude oil still bubbles up naturally, just like it did in the Ice Age. Over 3.5 million fossils have been pulled from this death trap. Saber-toothed cats, dire wolves, and mammoths all got stuck in LA's natural glue. Fact 13. Venice Beach once tried to become Venice, Italy, and then forgot about it. In 1905, developer Abbott Kinney carved 16 miles of canals, complete with gondolas and Italian architecture. It was a bold fantasy project, meant to sell paradise by the sea. But cars arrived. Roads replaced water. Most canals were filled in and paved over. Today, only 6 canals remain, hidden between beachside homes. A quiet, surreal remnant of a dream Los Angeles abandoned without a second thought. Fact 12. Every spring, Los Angeles disappears under something locals call June gloom. A dense marine layer rolls in from the Pacific, trapping clouds beneath warm air above. Weeks pass without sunlight along the coast. Beaches stay cold and gray, while just 15 miles inland, temperatures soar. It's not unusual for the coast to be 20 degrees cooler than downtown. In LA, weather changes not by season, but by distance. Fact 11. Los Angeles contains an island made entirely of trash. Terminal Island didn't exist naturally. It was constructed from garbage, dredged sediment, and industrial debris. The city needed more port space, so it simply created land. Today, that artificial island supports massive shipping terminals, oil refineries, and global trade routes. LA didn't adapt to geography, it rewrote it. Fact 10. Los Angeles' iconic palm trees aren't native, not one of them. Those towering symbols of paradise were imported from Mexico and the Middle East, beginning in the 1930s. The city planted them deliberately to manufacture an image, a tropical fantasy to sell the California dream. Even the skyline is a lie. In Los Angeles, nature itself was cast as a character. Fact 9. There's an active volcanic system just 12 miles from downtown LA. Beneath the city lie ancient volcanic vents connected to the Puente Hills Fault. They haven't erupted in 8,000 years, but they aren't extinct. Millions of people live above dormant magma chambers, commuting, shopping, building, unaware that the ground beneath them once burned. In LA, danger doesn't announce itself. It waits. Fact 8. Every fall, the Santa Ana winds arrive and the city holds its breath. These hot desert winds can reach 80 miles per hour, dropping humidity levels to as low as 5%. Vegetation becomes brittle fuel. A single spark can turn into an unstoppable inferno. Fires move faster than evacuation orders, faster than traffic, faster than fear. LA's geography doesn't just allow wildfires, it engineers them.
Fact 7. Los Angeles International Airport, one of the busiest airports on Earth, is built on quicksand. The entire airport sits atop ancient wetlands. Engineers drove thousands of concrete pylons deep into unstable soil to keep it standing. During earthquakes, that ground can liquefy, turning solid land into something resembling soup. Planes take off every day from terrain that, under the right conditions, wants to swallow itself. Fact 6. Mulholland Drive follows the exposed spine of the Santa Monica Mountains. Built in 1924, this winding road clings to ridgelines with 1,000-foot drops on both sides. It's an engineering marvel and a constant risk. One major earthquake could send entire sections sliding into the canyons below. In LA, even the roads flirt with disaster. Fact 5. Los Angeles uses enough water every single day to fill the Rose Bowl 40 times over. That's 450 million gallons daily in a region that is naturally semi-desert. The city has no adequate local water source to support its population. Aqueducts stretch hundreds of miles. Rivers are redirected. Ecosystems are sacrificed. By every geographical rule, Los Angeles should not exist. And yet, it does. An impossible city, defying nature through sheer ambition. Fact 4. A lost world off the coast. Just 25 miles off the coast of Los Angeles, beyond the smog and skyscrapers, exists a place that feels completely unreal. Often called North America's Galapagos, these 8 rugged islands are home to 145 endemic species, plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. Here, evolution took a different path. Tiny island foxes, smaller than house cats, evolved in isolation, cut off from predators, shaped by scarcity. The island scrub jay, brilliant blue and fiercely intelligent, exists only here, on a few windswept hills surrounded by endless ocean. Rare plants cling to volcanic rock, surviving storms, droughts, and time itself. For thousands of years, these islands evolved untouched, while one of the largest cities on Earth grew silently beside them. Most LA residents never visit. Many don't even know they exist. A completely different world hiding in plain sight. Fact 3. The city on a bomb. Beneath the streets of downtown Los Angeles, something invisible and dangerous lurks. Pressurized methane gas fields. Decades of oil extraction left behind underground pockets filled with highly explosive gas. Methane seeps upward through cracks in the earth, searching for any opening. That's why buildings in downtown LA require special venting systems, not for comfort, but for survival. Basements are designed to breathe, constantly releasing gas before it builds up. Because if methane accumulates, one spark is enough. An elevator motor, a faulty wire, a cigarette lighter. In the wrong place, in the wrong time, that spark could trigger an underground explosion, one powerful enough to collapse entire city blocks. Los Angeles doesn't just sit on fault lines. It doesn't just face fires and floods. LA literally sits on a bomb. Fact 2. The floods that almost erased LA. Earthquakes get the headlines, but floods nearly destroyed Los Angeles, again and again and again. The most devastating came in 1938. Relentless rain turned calm riverbeds into raging monsters. Water surged through the city in 15-foot walls, carrying houses, cars, trees, and bodies. Entire neighborhoods were wiped off the map. 115 people died. The rivers didn't just overflow, they hunted paths through the city. That disaster changed LA forever. Engineers made a radical decision: bury the rivers. Natural waterways were entombed in concrete, turned into massive storm drains designed not to nurture life, but to control it. The LA River, once wild and winding, became a rigid channel of steel-gray concrete. It wasn't beautiful, but it worked, because without it, Los Angeles would drown itself. Fact 1. A city that should not exist. Los Angeles has no geographic reason to be here. No natural harbor, no major river, no reliable local fresh water. It's surrounded by deserts, boxed in by mountains, and sliced apart by earthquake faults. When the Spanish founded it, they chose the wrong place, and nature never stopped reminding them. LA survived not because it was smartly placed, but because humans refused to give up. They dragged water across hundreds of miles, carved highways through mountains, flattened rivers, anchored skyscrapers into unstable ground. Every solution created a new risk. Every fix introduced a new threat. Los Angeles isn't in harmony with nature. It's in defiance of it. LA is humanity's middle finger to geography, a city that shouldn't work, but somehow became the second largest city in America. Every single day it exists is an insult to nature. The impossible city, a city born from a surveyor's mistake, powered by stolen water, built on shaking ground, surrounded by fire, flood, and fault lines. Yet it still rises. Los Angeles isn't just a place on a map. It's proof that humans will reshape entire landscapes, bend rivers, move mountains, and challenge the earth itself just to chase their dreams. even when everything about geography screams they shouldn't. That's Los Angeles, impossible, reckless, defiant, and absolutely unstoppable.